According to Zillow, the average price of homes in the country has gone up 1%, and they expect an increase of 6% in the next year. Let's check out the market update and what's going on in San Diego. We are nearing the end of summer and real estate prices have stabilized. The rates have gone up, but they're starting to stabilize as well. We're going to check out what's going on in the market, and if you're interested in buying or selling a home, call, text, or email me as soon as you can, and let's have a chat. My name is Chris Pacilio with eXp Brokerage. I'm a licensed agent here in California, and I can help you sell your home. We all know that mortgage rates and inflation are tied together, and inflation actually went up just a little bit last month, which is a surprise, but not a surprise to the mortgage industry. Rates have stabilized around 7%, and as of this video, they're at 7.3. They went up a little bit over the last couple of weeks. As I said, last month, inflation actually went up to 3.2%, up from 3% the month before, but it had little impact on what was going on with the rates. Housing prices have basically stabilized here in San Diego. We had a median sales price for single-family homes of $1 million 2 months ago, and this last month in July, we had a median sales price of $990,000, so an adjustment of $10,000. Condominiums and attached homes changed to a median sales price of $641,000, just a slight adjustment down. Good news is we had 250 more homes come for sale overall from month to month, so that's a really good increase. We got up to about 2,500 new homes for sale last month. So for most homes, the average days on market until the house is sold, right now that's 24 days. That's not a really long time actually. In a stable market, you could see 2 to 3 months to sell a home. Another number we like to look at is the final sales price compared to the list price. Right now, what we're seeing is most homes are selling on average at 101% of what their list price is. Well, what does that mean? That means the price was listed and then the house sold over that list price. When you see a 98% or 99%, that means that the list price was just a little too high and the buyers were actually able to bring it down. That's usually a buyer's market. What we're seeing is 101%, which means they listed the price, they got a couple of offers, and the price went up. This is what we call a seller's market. Now, it's not like a heavy seller's market where, there's 30, 40 offers on every deal and kind of the craziness that we had in the pandemic, but it's definitely not bearing well for buyers who are in competition with other people. Now, what we're seeing is that even though we're hitting 7.3%, buyers are not slowing down, and we're not talking about everybody. Many of them are just priced out of the game and they're stopping, but it seems as though one buyer will fall off and another one will come to take its place, and buyers are still finding that they want to buy homes even at these rates. What does this mean for you if you want to buy a home? Right now, if you want to buy a home in Southern California, you're going to need a strategy. It's just that simple, and it's not always the highest price. You'd be surprised. I've actually found some homes that have been on sale for a little while, 20 days, 30 days. My last client got into a home and there was no other competition. Now, that's not to say they couldn't find another buyer, but we gave a full price offer and that full price offer was accepted, and there wasn't a multiple counter scenario. Now, there were no repairs needed on the condo. We went through a couple of other negotiations, but basically they were able to use kind of a normal type of an offer. It was even an adjustable rate mortgage, which meant that the lender needed more time to do the transaction, and we got it accepted. Now, I believe it's the marketing, it's the relationships, and the people that are putting the deal together that make these things work, but it's still possible right now. So not too much craziness, and I kind of actually think for buyers, it's an opportune time. When you see the rates go up, unless that completely prices you out of the ballgame, it might actually be a good time to get in and not have to overpay for a home. A lot of people are concerned about overpaying for a home. And really what that means is they're paying more than what they see the list prices coming in at. Well, really the market dictates what the value of anything is. If I hold up my watch and I say, hey, this watch is worth $500, and somebody says, no, I'll give you $150, then the watch is probably worth $150. So the price of a home or the price of anything really is determined by what somebody's willing to pay for it. Now, with rates the way they are, you're going to have to figure something out with that. As I mentioned before, there are adjustable rate mortgages out there. There are also programs that will buy down the rate. We talk about this in most of our videos because it's a real option to look at. The other thing is just to kind of hold your nose and just grin and get through it while you can until the rates come down. The prediction right now is we won't see these rates change very much for the next year or maybe 2 years. This is the place we're going to be at, and we'll see if the government can do anything about it next year when Joe Biden tries to get reelected. So just for a second, I want to talk about if your home is for sale and it needs some work. Now look, almost every home needs some work. 99 out of 100 of them need some work, but maybe it needs a lot of work. And what that would mean is too much renovation to really take your cash and put it in, or get a loan on the house, another loan or an equity line of credit or whatever it may be so that you can pay for this. So some people are interested in selling those homes and they think about maybe just getting an investor or getting a cash deal. What I'm starting to see in the market right now is that cash deals are not what they used to be. They're actually usually home buyers, people who need to live in a home. Those people are figuring out a way to have cash or use their cash to buy a home outright. Now, what I mean by this is that using an investor might not be the way to go unless your scenario is you need cash quick. You need to get out of your home and your home is in disarray. Your home it really needs a lot of work. I would say, $50,000 to $100,000 or more. You don't have the time or the energy. You can't be without a kitchen for 6 weeks. You can't be without bathrooms for weeks on end. You need to get out of the home. And that's the scenario where you might want to talk to an investor. We actually provide cash offers within like 24 hours. And that's not an exaggeration, because what the investor is going to do is he's going to look at your home, he's going to compare it to the one down the street that sold, the one that's remodeled that just sold, because that's what they're going to do with it. And they're going to give you a cash offer based on their margin, based on how much they think it's going to cost to repair your home or to remodel your home. So all the data is out there for an investor, and they can pretty much give you an offer pretty quickly. So it's a good option if you're ready to go, you want to get rid of your home, you want to sell, you want to move, and you want to get out from underneath it. So that covers a little bit for buyers and a little bit for sellers. Just one more thing, we do offer an automated service. It's got a little bit of AI, that buzzword we've all heard. And that free service will tell you what the value of your home is on a monthly basis, sometimes twice a month, I think. And it's totally, not something that we create on our own. We're not trying to get you to sell your home. We're just looking at the data and sending that out. We can also adjust it if it's not working and doesn't seem to make sense for your home. Maybe you've done some improvements on your home, or you added some square footage and the robots out there aren't aware of it. That's one thing that went wrong with Zillow when they were buying homes. But yeah, we can offer this free service to you. We'd love to send you value on your home. And if you're a buyer, please, please, please get a consultation and find out what a good strategy is for you to buy a home so that you're not left out in the cold. You're not waiting the next 2 years for the rates to go down or for the prices to go down. The market crash just isn't going to happen right now. And so it's hard to really say, when these prices are going to change. I would rather see you in a home now, building equity, and in 2 years from now, sell that home and get into another home, or keep your home and rent it. Please like and subscribe to this video and share it with anyone you know that might be looking to buy or sell a home. I'm happy to do a consultation. Call, text, or email me. Thanks.